Welcome to our show, Diversity Today. Each week we discuss a different topic on diversity in education. Joining us today is our guest, Patricia Jones. Welcome, Patricia.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here.
Patricia, you are here today to talk with us about autism spectrum disorders. Tell us, what is your experience with autism?
I'm a structured learning teacher in an elementary school, James. My work involves daily interaction with students with autism.
That's fantastic. It is my understanding that autism is something that can be commonly misunderstood.
It can be, yes.
So, what exactly is autism?
The Individuals with Disabilities Education Improvement Act of 2004 defines autism as a developmental disability, significantly affecting verbal and nonverbal communication and social interaction, generally evident before the age of 3, that adversely affects a child's educational performance. There are currently 5 disorders that are considered a part of autism spectrum disorders, or ASD. These include autistic disorder, which is what we call autism, and is what I am talking about today. Also included are Asperger's syndrome, Rett syndrome, childhood disintegrative disorder, and pervasive developmental disorders not otherwise specified, which is also known as PTD and OS.
Wow. I had no idea ASD covered several disorders. For the sake of not becoming confused, can you describe some of the characteristics of autistic disorder, or what we commonly call autism?
Sure thing, James. Some of the most common characteristics of autism include delayed language skills, or problems communicating, deficits in social interactions, and restrictive or repetitive behaviors.
That is interesting. What causes autism? Is it something that can be cured?
No. It's not like that. Autism is not a disease that can be cured. With the exception of Rett syndrome, the cause of autism spectrum disorders is unknown. However, autism is thought to be a complex neurological disorder with many genetic abnormalities. In fact, it is now generally accepted that autism is caused by abnormalities in brain structure or brain function. Previously, it was thought that autism was caused by a lack of bonding between a baby and its mother. This theory, called the refrigerator mother theory, assumed that the mother was a cold and unloving parent. We now know that archaic idea is not true. Research continues to expand our knowledge about autism. Hopefully a cause will be identified in the future.
Now, there seems to be a popular theory floating around that autism is the result of toxic vaccinations. Is there any truth to this?
Current research has found no known cause and effect relationship between vaccinations and autism. Although, that research is still ongoing.
Okay, Patricia. You have described some of the characteristics and possible causes. Let us talk about how a student with autism can be successful in school. What suggestions do you have for fellow teachers?
Yes. One of the most important things to understand is that students with autism depend on consistency and routines. It is scary to not know what will happen during the day. All students would benefit from consistent classroom procedures and daily routines. Announcing changes well before they are to take place will also help a student with autism prepare for the actual change, whether it is a schedule change or a new seating arrangement. Speaking of schedules, because most students with autism are more visually oriented, a printed schedule with pictures or icons will also be a helpful tool.
Great suggestions, Patricia. Anything else?
I think taking into account the student's strengths when planning instruction also helps to set him or her up for success.
What about social interactions? What can a classroom teacher do to help a student with autism?
Well, James, social stories have been proven by research to improve the acquisition of social skills among students with autism. Each social story is tailored to the individual student and tells a brief story about a pertinent topic.
Such as?
Just about anything, really. Procedures for waiting in line in the lunchroom, how to join a small group for a classroom activity, and how to introduce yourself to your peers. Social stories are very customizable to address a wide variety of situations where a student with autism needs help learning a new skill. Social stories is but one of many methods of helping students socially.
Thank you, Patricia. Our chat has been very insightful. I look forward to learning more about autism.
Thank you, James.